Welcome to the You Wouldn't Survive podcast, the podcast where we throw ourselves into the absolute worst case scenario and we see just how fast we would die.
Or, in my case, how long I'd last while watching Justin make terrible life choices.
Listen, I might not be a survival expert, but I have a heart.
Yeah, and that heart's gonna give out when you drink swamp water because you thought it looked clean.
Okay, well, every episode, we're diving into a new nightmare, and whether that's zombie apocalypse, prehistoric jungles, or middle of the ocean disasters.
And we'll break down exactly how and why neither of us are going to make it out alive.
Yeah, so, okay, well, buckle up because if you think you'd survive, trust me, you most definitely would not. All right, so after that amazing intro, welcome to the podcast. I have my co host, Josiah, with me today.
Hello?
And yeah, we are gonna go over a bunch of just scenarios, and we're gonna see how we would not survive it most likely. And buckle up because this is gonna be goofy. I can tell you, we're if we go off topic, it's gonna be good. So, and we will go off topic. All right, so I'll start off. I've actually thought about scenarios like this for a long time, um, and I have a few written down here. So
Okay.
I'll shoot you the first one I have. Um, you're dropped into the Amazon rainforest. Okay, how long do you think you're surviving? Here's a few things. All right, you're alone. You have no supplies, just the clothes on your back. It's 90 degrees, like humidity. Dehydration kicks in fast. Okay, so do you build a shelter? Do you find food, or are you gonna do what you would normally do and just panic and cry? Um, so what's your first move? And you might want to find water. I'll tell you that much.
Alright. I'm gonna look around and see if there is any nearby rivers which might lead me to another water source.
See, I thought
Um,
I thought you were gonna say you drink the river water, and I was gonna say like, dude, there's like parasites in that.
yeah, no, that is no good.
Something I would do.
Um, Typically, I'm thinking in a rainforest, there's, dripping leaves, just
You got
it's gonna be
bananas.
wet no matter what. So there's gonna be water somewhere,
You
and
definitely have.
maybe even in the trees.
You definitely have food. I mean, I'll give you that one. Like you have mangoes
Food.
and bananas and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And that's if you can find them. Wild bananas are a lot harder to see, um, just because like they're smaller and seem a little bit they blend in with the rest of it. Um, and yeah,
I got a
I'm gonna watch my step too because there are snakes, and all sorts of things which will attack you if you get too close.
Yeah, I mean, you got like jaguars and like bullet ants and piranhas, which is like another reason it's gonna be pretty hard to like cross any rivers because you got piranhas and like water snakes and whatever else is in the Amazon. I don't know. They're like crocodiles in the Amazon. Probably are. Like, it's no fun. Oh. Um, and I mean, also like one other thing is you do need like daily calories. Like there is an amount you a normal person needs to like live off of. So you're gonna have to find food. That's something important.
Yeah, you need around 2,500 calories a day.
Just
And
know that.
that's why it's unlikely that you'd survive
Dude,
because not only are you in the middle of the Amazon rainforest, which is hard enough to traverse and navigate without getting lost, you're
yeah,
also up against the need for water, for food, and intense temperatures.
yeah. I mean, definitely. You know, one one major issue I I would see is like I got to be honest here. Like, if I was dropped in that situation, I would definitely cry. That's all I would do first. But, no, but like, I think I could only like survive 4 days max. I got to be honest because what would end up happening is I'd like eat a poisonous plant or something, or like be dragged off by something big and silent, I don't know. I don't know if silverbacks exist in the Amazon. I'm not one. I don't know much about that, but like, it's 90 degrees too. Like, you got that humidity,
Hmm.
dehydration, bro. I mean, that's a killer right there. Like, and obviously knowing me, I'm gonna drink that water, that river water, and probably have like parasites in my intestine, like eating me alive. So I'm dead in 4 days. I gotta give you like a realistic time span is like 4 days for me. I don't know about you though.
Yeah, I think I might die sooner because I have a terrible sense of smell, and I think that'd be important. So
For
I would
like
just immediately not notice a foul smell, and I would just,
walking.
perish eating some sort of bad fruit or, getting too close to some sort of animal's den.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I would probably. That's the thing is, I would be like, I would think to myself, oh, I could totally take on this jaguar. Like, I see that jaguar, and I'm gonna be like, I could outrun you, and I could take you on. I could do both. I couldn't do either, and I would be thinking I could. And I would like try to get it and kill it or something, and I would die right there. It would claw me. Like I'd be done immediately, dude. I mean, I'm strong, right? But I'm not that strong. I don't think you could take one on either. Maybe you could outrun it. I don't know how fast they run. Do you know how fast they run? Because
No, animals
I
in a
don't.
sprinting contest will
Will win.
almost always beat a human.
Oh yeah.
You can't outrun animals.
Well,
The best chance you have is to scare them off.
you couldn't outrun a
Because
turtle.
one injury and they're done.
You couldn't outrun a turtle.
Well, really, no. Turtles are a lot faster if they want to.
Okay, snapping turtles are pretty fast. I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
But like a
Yeah.
normal turtle, I could outrun that pretty easily. I bet I could outrun that. I mean,
Another reason why you can't go into the water, right there.
oh yeah, snapping turtles, definitely. I mean, you're gonna. I mean, how are you gonna clean yourself as well? I mean, not obviously you're alone, so it's not the worst issue. But 3 days, bro, and you could go into a village and people will smell you coming from 4 miles away. I mean, you're out in the jungle for 4 days. It's hot, it's humid. You're gonna stink. Like you're gonna smell awful, dude. Like
Yeah.
they get
Depending on where you are in the Amazon, there could be tribal people who will just, actually kill you.
yeah, I stab you. Let's just take their spear right to your heart. That's the thing. Like I wouldn't. Yeah, again, like I think only 4 days. I gotta bring back that. I think 4 days, if I'm being truly honest, because I'll do something stupid. I'll day one. I'll do something stupid. I might be dead. I might be first hour. I might do something stupid. I might accidentally eat a plant or like see a crocodile and be like, oh well, look at that. Oh, I bet I can get close to it. Day one, maybe. I'm gone day one, dude.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't think I could last 4 days because even if I drink the river water, there are the parasites and just the intense heat. I probably wouldn't be able to drink enough, and so I gotta say probably like 2 days.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree. I think probably 2 days is probably what I could go on to. Um, definitely, definitely. If you think about it, um, 2 days is enough time. I mean, I don't know how big the Amazon is, but it's probably small enough. I could probably get out of the rainforest within 2 days. If I just commit and say I'm gonna go in this direction, just go. I'm gonna go north, or I'm gonna go south, or east, or west, whatever direction I want to for like 2 3 days straight. I bet I could get out of there, or I'd eventually find um, some type of shelter. I mean, come on, like, well, okay. What would you think if you had somebody else with you? How long do you think you could survive?
With somebody else with me,
Mm-hmm.
do we get to include both people's deaths then?
Well, I would assume you guys could die at a different time. I mean, if it's you and me out in the rainforest, I'm accidentally gonna walk off a cliff and be dead within 3 days. You might still have another week in you. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Learning from the other person's mistakes, you could probably make it another day,
You
but
think just another day? I mean, I'm thinking it's gonna go dark,
I
but
think that I think that just solidifies the 4 day mark.
I gotta
Instead
say,
of lengthening the amount of time,
I'll
you're
take
both screwed.
I'll take it pretty dark here. I'll say you have an extra source of food if necessary. If you're gonna starve, you have a way. Like then again, I feel like you're not dying of starvation though. I really don't think starvation. I mean, if you were in the desert, sure, starvation becomes a real issue here. But I think more likely you're gonna die of like an animal attack or dehydration, right?
Yeah, the biggest problem is dehydration, finding enough water and not, you know, suffering from dehydration and more dehydration.
You could probably like banana plants. You could probably use their leaves to collect water in the morning when it's due. Then again, the rainforest has a really thick canopy. It's also like really dark on the ground because the canopy is so thick in some places. I've heard it can be like really dark. Um, I
Yeah,
read that in a
yeah.
textbook somewhere, I think. So that's another issue is like you're not gonna see anything coming at you. Like, dude, you're just out there. You're just gonna hear something and you're gonna be like, what is that? I mean, you're not hearing a jag though. You're not hearing a jaguar coming right at you. That's the thing. Like
Imagine though the cute things that you'd see. Like,
poison
did you
dart
know? Like
frogs.
there are like really small cats. I don't know where, but they are in some sort of rainforest.
Chinchillas? No, chinchillas are a
Maybe.
different thing. I chinchillas are cute. All right, I'm sorry, but chinchillas are like really cute. You ever seen a chinchilla?
No, I
I've
don't
seen
think so.
I've seen pictures. They're like really cute. I'm probably like butchering the name, but yeah, they're like these really cute. You know, I'll have the editor put one up on. Well, now he can't because it's a podcast. Man, I'm thinking this is a podcast. I was thinking this is a vape. It's a podcast. Well, if you know what a chinchilla is, you can look one up, folks. Just
Hmm.
look up a chinchilla. They're really cute. Um,
Hmm. Yeah. So let's go over another scenario here. You're
okay.
stranded in the middle of the ocean, no
Oh,
land in sight. You've got a tiny raft, no food, no water. What are you thinking first? What are you gonna do?
mm, okay. Where is it like stormy or not? Is it like clear skies at the moment or?
Yeah. You see a storm forming in the distance.
Ooh. All right. First thing I'm gonna do. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I'm gonna try to like MacGyver like a fishing rod of sorts. Like take a piece of my raft and then like my shoelace or something. Like I'm assuming I have what I'm wearing right now, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, so I have shoes. So try to like make a fishing rod, I guess, and then like I don't know, try to fish because I don't want to starve. Maybe I'll try navigating. I would try to like navigate. Maybe I'll try to find an island of something, of some sorts. I mean, if
Hmm.
there's a
I'm thinking
storm in the distance.
I'm thinking if there's a coral reef nearby, that's a pretty good chance that you know, follow the coral reef for a couple 100 miles or however long, and you could theoretically find land nearby.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's just an island,
Hmm.
or like mainland USA or something. Also, it depends on like where I am. Like, am I in the Florida Keys? Like, am I in like the Gulf of America area, or am I like
Let's
or am I like
let's say you're in the Pacific Ocean,
okay, the
just
Pacific?
out there.
That could be worse. I mean, am I kind of south? Like, am I near the equator?
I would say so. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna definitely try to go for like Cuba or something. Just like attempt to find the direction of Cuba and try to move in that direction. Because wherever I am, hopefully, I would hope I'd be able to go kind of towards the west, try to figure out my way towards the west, and then like move towards Cuba, because or Florida, or Mexico, something. Well, not Mexico, but like something on like this the South America area. Just try to move my way into that kind of area. Um,
Hmm.
in hopes I'll find land. I mean, I know there's tons of islands, or even try to move my way to the Florida Keys, but that's a pretty small target, so I doubt I could ever actually do that. But
All right. Yeah. So if you had 5 items of your choice,
oh
how are you going to get to land from Point Nemo? Do you know what Point Nemo is?
yes, Point Nemo. It's
Yeah.
the far. You're closer to the space station than you are to any other. If the space station's right above, you're closer to the people on that than you are to anybody else.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the farthest away from anything. Point Nemo. Okay, any item, just any of my choosing.
Any of your choosing.
Give me a yacht. I'll take a yacht. Okay. I'll take a.
No, you're cheating.
Well, you said any item. Any item of my choosing. Okay, fine. A boat. Just like a normal boat. Not like a kayak, but like a small boat. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
We're doing
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get
You still have 4 items.
a
Are you
fishing
gonna?
a fishing rod. Fishing rod.
Okay.
For sure. Um Alright, hear me out here. A freezer. Like an ice chest of sorts. Because I'm thinking if I'm on like a normal boat, like your average boat that you would buy, it probably has like a generator already on it and stuff. It's probably filled with gas. Kind of thinking more
Hmm.
luxurious boat. So I get like a freezer. So that way I can keep the fish that I get. Like I attempt to get tons of fish and then I can keep them safe. And I'm assuming that my boat already comes with a stove. Maybe it already has a fridge in it, you know?
Yeah.
So so I have everything I need. Um and then I'm thinking I'll probably bring like I don't know, um my phone along.
Yeah. I mean, if
That
you can contact anybody.
That's okay. So that's what 3 items, 4 items. That's 4 items. I have one left. Uh, is oh man, I have to think. Okay. I would get. I think what I would buy. I buy. Excuse me. I think what I would get is oh, what's it called? Um, I'm trying to think of what it's called right now. It's like it's not. Oh, I'm trying to
I
think.
mean, I would
Starlink.
get.
Starlink. Can you get those like the actual like whatever like antennas for Starlink?
Oh,
Because
I
if
don't.
I have
I don't
that,
know.
I have that, and I have my phone. I have internet.
Okay.
Like I mean,
I
you
mean,
you didn't specify, so I'm just saying. Like I think
yeah.
I'm pretty good.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Of all the things that you have, what are you gonna do for water?
Um,
Because you didn't think about, you didn't anticipate water. Now you've got food, but you only have 3 days
okay,
before somebody
let's
has to get you within 3 days.
okay. Let's is the boat I have fully stocked? Like, does it have utensils, forks, stuff like that. Like,
I'm going to say it's it's a it's like you just have like the bare essentials of a boat, like as if you had just manufactured it yourself. No,
so I have like a
you can keep
stove,
the stove and
fridge.
so forth because that was part of the construction, but
Okay,
no
okay,
utensils.
okay, 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 okay. All right, all right, all right. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. Um, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay, we're gonna get we're gonna get part because I know like some fridges they have like the pull out like drawers in them, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that and um. Oh no, that might not work. I have to think here. Okay. Oh, that's tough. Okay. Okay. I'll assume there's probably part of the boat that's like could be used as a makeshift cup. Maybe I'll be able to find like something that could be used as a makeshift cup on the boat.
Like a cup holder. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure most boats have a cup holder.
So like a metal cup holder. And I'll take that and I'll fill it with the salt water. And then I'll boil it so you get all the salt out of it, right? That's how that works, right? You can boil it and get the salt out of it.
Well, the salt stays. All of the steam doesn't have any
Steam.
salt in it.
The
So
steam.
you
So
have to collect the steam somehow.
yeah, I'll collect the steam probably with like a piece of fabric or something on top of the cup holder. Um, on top of the stove, and I'll get water that way. And also,
Okay.
you said that it looks like there's like a storm on the horizon.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, we got water.
You got water.
I'm overthinking. Man, I was overthinking this. I'm over here like trying to like come up with this like MacGyver strategy over here, and yet there's
Okay.
a storm. I'm just hoping the storm doesn't like Final Destination me or something.
You get crushed by the rocks.
Yeah,
No.
like a rock falls from the sky and kills me. Like, what? Excuse me? Yeah, okay, okay. Well, here, you know what? I got a scenario for you. I got a scenario for you. I got a good one. All right. So, okay. Um, you wake up on Mars. All right. I told you this is gonna get good. All right. You wake up on Mars, right? Let's say you have nothing, like no spacesuit, no oxygen. You're the first human on Mars, and it sucks because you can't breathe. You have 10 seconds, probably till you pass out. What's your last thought?
My last thought?
Yes.
Gee, Justin, how did you get me into this mess?
Last thought here, bud. Last thought. You got this, Josiah. Last thought.
Gee, I mean, there are a lot of answers I could give. I mean, is there any kind of answer you're looking for in particular?
No, just what would be your last thought? Last thought.
Odds of survival 0%.
Yeah, you're dead.
Um, I guess I would hold my breath. Well, I suppose that wouldn't work much either,
You're still
would it?
dead within like 10 seconds.
Because all of the air would leave my lungs anyways.
Yeah, yeah, that is your issue here.
Most of it anyways.
90% of it, I would
Well,
say.
I don't know. How much atmospheric pressure does Mars have?
I don't know. I just assume you die pretty fast.
Gee, my last thoughts. I mean, forgive me. I don't know.
My last thoughts would just be like, all it would just be, what the heck? Why? How did I get here?
How did I end up here?
How did
And then,
you get the Minecraft achievement? How did
that's
you get here?
and then you roll back for the beginning to the beginning of the story, and then you
You
play up until that point, and suddenly the character like gets a suit, and you finish for the climax.
amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Let's let's here. I'll change it up a little bit. Um, you miraculously had a spacesuit, but how do you find food when there's nothing alive? And like radiation wise, um, it's gonna fry you. Like you're gonna be gone, and then like you know it's negative 80 degrees at night, dude. Like that hoodie ain't saving you. I'm sorry. So you know, would you try to build a shelter and live out your days, or would you just accept a fate and make the most dramatic thing possible? I gotta say,
Well,
if I'm being honest, it's not. You got like 90 seconds, really. I gotta be truly honest here. Like you're probably only gonna have like 90 seconds. I doubt you could live on Mars with anything.
yeah. If I'm nearby, am I nearby a rover though?
Nope.
No.
No.
Dang. I was just gonna say, like, if I had, or if there was a rover near me, I'd get some sort of stone and scratch onto the side of it. Josiah was here,
Ooh.
and then dramatically, unveil my helmet and just accept my fate. Because there's no way I'm getting food, and there's no way I'm going to have. There's no way I'm gonna let myself die an agonizing death. It's gonna be immediate.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I agree. It's gonna be relatively. I think it's gonna be immediate. Um, you're kind of dead. Honestly, it's gonna be really
Hmm.
fast, and then you're gone. Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know what more to say. I mean, you ain't survive. I think most of these scenarios that I mean that we've given, you're really not surviving most of them. Maybe Point Nemo because you get 5 items, um, but I gotta be real because besides that, you're not really um, you're not really surviving any of it, and yeah, I mean, they're all kind of deadly. I gotta be honest. Like, you're not surviving none of these. I don't. I really don't think. I think the most survivable one would be Point Nemo, followed by um, the jungle. Obviously, last and least would be Mars. Um,
Hmm.
like you know,
Pretty
yeah,
tough.
it's pretty tough because you're gone. I mean, you're pretty much it's over. Um, which yeah, I mean, I'm struggling to understand. I just don't understand. The Point Nemo one is crazy though. Um, that Point Nemo one's pretty crazy. I gotta be honest with you. Um, but um, I mean, yeah. Uh, I mean, it turns out we really wouldn't survive these things, and that's shocking. I know.
Yeah, real twist ending there. Who could have seen that coming?
I mean, hey, maybe you guys could have done better. Maybe you got some genius survival strategy that I didn't think of, and just I probably didn't have any in the first place. But maybe
Hey,
you thought of something.
hold on. Unlikely to be sure, but let us know.
Yeah, hit us up with your own disaster scenarios, survival tips, or just roast our terrible decision making. And if you enjoyed watching us fail, make sure to subscribe to the podcast and be ready for the next one.
Hit the like icon because let's be honest, you wouldn't survive that either.
Yeah, well, see you next time if we make it that far.